Recently, I dedicated a few days to disconnect and immerse myself in the natural world, taking time to ponder my current state. During lengthy train journeys, I had ample time for thought. It's somewhat frightening to acknowledge, but truthfully, I'm quite uncertain about what lies ahead, despite my efforts and determination. I've come to understand that I have no control over future events, nor can I influence what others might say, or the duration of my existence. Reflecting on this, I realize that this sense of uncertainty is a common human experience. We often find ourselves lost or unsure about future directions, and these feelings can be quite overpowering. At times, the correct path forward isn't obvious, and even though I strive to make the right choices, I'm not always confident about what they entail or represent. I often contemplate my core values and beliefs. For as long as I can remember, I've disliked the sensation of drifting aimlessly through life, feeling helpless. When I'm constrained or feel defeated, a sense of urgency emerges, making it challenging to keep doubts at bay. I've noticed that these fears influence my decisions, leading me to act in ways that shield me from vulnerability. I've learned to keep myself occupied, avoiding introspection. However, when I pause and drop my guard, I'm sometimes unsettled by what I discover about myself. I wonder what my younger self would think of me now. I don't possess as many answers as I once believed I would at this stage in my life. I find myself facing more questions than before. Occasionally, methods that previously worked cease to be effective, and it feels like starting from scratch. Perhaps this is a part of maturing, acknowledging our perpetual state of learning and understanding. It's a difficult admission, but I do worry about others' opinions of me. The desire to be accepted and loved is strong, and while it's easy to claim indifference, the truth is that it does affect me. We are inherently social beings, and this need for acceptance is ingrained in us. There are times when I feel isolated, but I remind myself that it's normal not to have everything figured out. Human complexity is such that a lifetime may not be sufficient to fully understand ourselves. I'm learning to accept situations and myself without the urge to fix anything, recognizing that there's nothing broken. Embracing the best I can do and choosing my perspective on life is empowering. A sense of humor can significantly lighten the burden of these challenges. I find solace in the words of the ancient poet Rumi, who taught that our pains are messengers we should heed. At 53, I reflect on whether I am where I expected to be. The journey, particularly the emotional aspects, has been unpredictable. Each stage of life brings new challenges, often different from what I had anticipated. Learning to manage these periods of discomfort involves confronting my fears. Growing up, it seemed adults had all the answers, but as I've aged, I've realized this is far from the truth. We all grapple with internal struggles, seeking to understand and overcome them, living our lives more authentically. I aspire to liberate myself from these burdens, having invested significant effort in personal growth. This journey of self-discovery and facing our inner challenges is a continuous process we all undertake.